Who, Ronnie? Is that your fucking microphone rubbing your goddamn sweatshirt?
I'm not even close to my microphone, you dickweed.
I don't know. Somebody's rubbing their microphone.
Do you see a microphone on my sweatshirt?
I don't know. Something's moving.
Yeah, I don't know, Mark. That was a really dumb question.
One time it was wrong.
You are now tuned in to this week's episode of our podcast. Today we are going to interview some of the greatest and most influential minds in our field. By sharing our collective expertise, we will show you how to harness, control, and use your own skill set to achieve ultimate success and live the life you want. And now, please welcome your host.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anomalies Podcast. I'm your host Tanner up in Wisconsin. What the fuck is going on around here? We have a full crew with us tonight and a special guest, Tone Gordon out in Colorado. He's looking very dapper with a cardigan in front of the fireplace right now. Looking very suave. Trash Man, you're in your weird, I think we called it a 70s strip club last time. We're going to go with that. Flegs, you have a UPS package behind you. I'm going to be curious to see what's in that. Marco is hitting a jewel. I'll say no more. TA looks like he's jealous and drooling over that jewel. No,
It's definitely not a jewel.
It looks like a jewel. If it looks like a feminine hygiene product going in your mouth and there's smoke coming out of it, I'm calling it a jewel.
Hey,
So true.
I got this from friend of the show, Todd McComas.
It looks like you're hitting an iPod Touch.
It's like
shuffle.
like an iPod
It's
Nano.
the old iPod shuffle. Nano. That was it. Nano. There we go.
It plays songs while he hits it.
It does. That'd be dope.
It's marijuana and marijuana.
He's got it set to a timer for how many times he's got to hit it. So it's like it'll play Britney Spears "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
Like the Toothbrush back in the day, they used to play a song. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
What?
I do. It would vibrate for like 2 minutes or something like that, letting you know that you were. But it would play the song in your mouth.
True.
I'd be into that. Like if it was like playing like whatever I was listening to on my iPhone for 2 minutes.
It'd be the game. It'd be the Game of Thrones intro.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that's a good spot to start. If you had to play one song on a toothbrush that played music for you to brush your teeth to, what song would it be?
Every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute my mic so I can hum along. So I want to see how this goes. Hold on.
Pretty sure mine would be Blissful Pop.
Oh man! Please watch the YouTube video of this.
It's a visual podcast.
Oh man, that was great. I'll tell you what. I always play. I have a Bluetooth speaker that I just play when I'm in the shower or whenever in the bathroom.
Build me up, Buttercup. That's what he's
Hold on. So you were doing this motion and okay.
First I did what is it? I believe in a thing called Love by the Darkness.
Ooh.
That I would have been bleeding. But
that's a weird one. I wouldn't have guessed
Buttercup, baby, just
Tanner to be a Darkness fan.
Oh, that's my karaoke song. That is my go-to karaoke song.
Do you hit the high notes?
Do I hit it? What's better than hit? Crush?
Just saying.
I have seen this man do karaoke.
That's a pro level karaoke song.
Actually, Marco's seen me do it, I believe. Yeah.
Well, I don't remember.
I also do This Girl Is on Fire by Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Good one.
Marco saw that one.
Yeah,
and there were windows breaking 3 bars down.
It was a fun night.
All right. I went first. What songs are you doing? That's a good question. No podcast this year has asked.
First only. First ever.
No, first ever.
I was saying that I usually listen to music when I'm in the shower, and yesterday while I was shaving, "Zombie" by Cranberries came on, and that song's always awesome, but I don't know, for whatever reason it was it hit a little bit different yesterday morning. I don't have an answer for the toothbrush part though yet.
I feel like I definitely
have
two. I got 2 answers because it's practical. Well, actually, both of them practicality. One would be Blur's song 2 because it's about 2 minutes long, and that's about how long you're supposed to brush your teeth. So
I didn't think about length.
So neither did Tanner when he was.
Yeah, exactly.
Then the second one would be Gia, My Neck, My Back, because I feel like you should brush your teeth after doing that song. So,
Because like my gut reaction was like I write sins, not tragedies.
it's a good one.
You do like a 4-minute song, Jesus,
Dude,
I didn't think about time.
can you imagine the rhythm that you're brushing to as well? I
Yeah,
want it
it's
to be like.
really slow. And it's like,
I was gonna say, like, you're gonna hit your
Uvula.
your bounce bag in the back, whatever that thing's called.
Isn't that your uvula?
I think
I
so.
don't know what it is, but you got to clean it up.
but if I'm thinking of like rhythm and like length,
Uvula,
probably Been Thinking by Mike.
vulva.
Vulva.
No, it's uvula. Vulva is definitely female.
So that's,
Okay.
That's the whole thing.
It's a real
Flag hits us
medical
with a
podcast.
catcher's mitt. That's the whole thing.
Open like this.
Father of two. That's the whole thing.
Speaking of father too, if I could pick a song for Mason,
No, you can't just change
No,
the
no.
fucking
Hold on,
topic.
hold on.
This is a
Listen,
democracy.
listen. If
Why
I
are
could
you
pick a song
why
for
are you
my
bringing your
son
kids to this? Why?
to brush his teeth to,
Why?
it should be
Peaches.
I would do anything for love, but I won't do that because I cannot get this motherfucker to brush his teeth to save my goddamn life. If you guys have any input on this, tell him you're probably the only one. Maybe Flags, but I need some help with this kid. He's got like
Why would you
12
torture him with that
cavities,
song?
and he's not even 12 years old.
Your son?
Yeah.
Sounds like his toothbrush song should be "Yellow" by Coldplay.
You ever,
Yeah,
you ever tried the old fashioned gets his ass beat when he doesn't like behave? Worked
He's
for
not
me. as a
here.
kid.
He's not at this house enough time for me to instill the ass whooping. that I need to.
You gotta give him some cool prizes.
I'm not. Oh, well, that's the opposite of what I would do.
You know what
Up
I did?
the
do?
ass whooping when he's with you to make up for
One of
when
the-
he's with his mother.
One of his favorite things on earth to eat is steak. So
Yeah.
I explained it to him like this. I was like, look, bro, if you can't take care of your teeth, especially your back teeth, you can't chew up steak. And then he was like, oh, it hit him. Like all of a sudden he was thinking about his future life, not being able to chew up steak. And he was like, no, I don't want to live that life.
It sounds like you already fixed it then.
Yeah.
Well, this just happened like within the last week. So we'll see what
Thank you
happens.
for derailing Tone's excellent topic. Next.
Well,
Yeah.
well, I would say you just order off Etsy. I guarantee you, someone on Etsy makes it toothbrush that has a steak on it. And then every time he brushes his teeth, he'll be like, "Fuck, I gotta brush his teeth."
Does he have a manual or is it electric?
Manual. I've never heard it called.
I'll tell you,
Toothbrush.
I thought he was talking about like a
Big
person,
shift.
like Manuel.
Man,
No.
Does he have like a guy that comes in and brushes his
You
teeth?
got,
for him?
you got a manual item or you got a
I'll phrase it in Marco speak. Is that shit battery operated or nah?
No, he's got to do it himself. Yeah.
I'd encourage him to go get a battery operated one.
No, it's not. It's
just
just.
one that sings to him.
It's not that he doesn't understand the brushing the teeth part. It's just getting off of his ass to just actually go do it.
Does he
That's the
shower?
problem. Very rarely.
Well,
This
that's-
kid is the
12-year-old
exact.
boy, man.
Have you not
He's
seen
12-year-old.
Big Daddy?
He's like Ronnie,
Thank
No,
you.
he's
But
but like
He's
2
the
years
exact
ago.
opposite of me.
I lived in the shower in middle school.
Same.
yeah, you
Have
did.
you not seen Big Daddy? Case?
Probably for
Like
different
Marco.
reasons.
No, I never wanted to be the stinky kid.
Yeah, same
Exactly.
here. I showered in the morning. I showered when I got home, and I showered before I went to sleep.
I feel like he's on the early side of the puberty part. So I don't think he's all the way to the like smelly, sweaty, gross part yet.
I was
So
that
that-
way when I was like 9.
Bro,
you're
like that all the time.
So that actually
bro.
brings up another question that I have for you guys. So
Hold on,
I don't
Hold on. Can I get my
Gotta
song?
answer
Oh, yeah,
this.
yeah.
Let me get
Yeah,
my
yeah.
song real quick.
get your
We
song.
All right, let's
never
have-
finish this. Everybody just, we
I
always
forgot
have
about
like
Flex. I
one
forgot
guy or
about
two
Flex.
guys.
Well, Tyler too. He's our music guy.
Yeah, TA,
Oh, yeah,
TA is the music guy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So mine is going to be it's not so much about length, it's so much about how long can I stand
about girth.
listening to this song. Like, can I listen to this song for the rest of my life? And so for me, that would be Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Blue on Black.
Never heard of it.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Blues.
Anticlimactic.
One hit wonder at its finest.
I want to bring up something after
That's
TA's deal.
Just kind of a soft blues. Just slow
that
down.
sounded like "Wanted, Dead or Alive" by Bon Jovi
Yeah.
for some
It's
reason.
very similar chord structure, Tom.
TA, what you got? Bub?
Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because it's it's literally at the perfect length. That's the one that came to mind. I don't mind listening to the Ramones.
Over in a straight line.
Country Grammar. By Nelly.
I
my
literally
answer.
just went through all the songs, like my playlists that I listen to like quite frequently, and songs that I know I wouldn't like hate eventually. And I found an interesting like tidbit. Most of Wayne Jetski's songs are right around 2 minutes.
That is very true.
Yeah, like 211, 2 minutes, 248, 219, 230, 212, 203.
Probably due to attention
108.
span.
Probably. But I just found that interesting because I was like, oh, Toxic. His song Toxic is 201. I could probably vibe out to that for a while.
Makes sense.
Anyways, I thought that was interesting. Shout out Wayne Jetski.
So speaking of music, I heard this mix up here recently. I just wanted to throw this out here. I'm going to try to play it. Let me know if you can hear or not.
This goes so hard.
Like, sometimes you can just send me the link to that.
It's on a TikTok. I saw it.
It's
the
all
other day.
over TikTok,
That's fucking
yeah.
awesome, though.
That's the that we sing that song in my house way too often. Not the Beach Boys version, but my daughter's
Backyardigans version.
my daughter's nickname is Low, so he says Low a bazillion times
Low,
there.
yeah.
But then my son loves that song. He'll just sing it over and over again.
Learn
It
those
is
Beach
good
Boys
that the
chords.
kids love Beach Boys because Beach Boys made straight fire for music.
Yeah, they were
I'd
also
rather-
they were also
Go
a
ahead.
little weird, but a couple of them were off the rockers. But
Can I just
Well, one
admit?
almost
I'm going to
joined
admit
America.
something here.
Go ahead.
I don't think I've ever listened to almost any Beach Boys music.
I'll stab you in the neck with a knife.
Well, the thing is, from what I hear,
Bop,
it
bop,
would like
bop, 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 around.
yeah,
never heard
No.
of it.
Surfing
I mean,
USA.
Nope.
He came in
Wouldn't
like,
it be nice?
California Girls.
by the way, I don't know if you guys have gone
The
to
Katy
it, but
Perry song?
T's and P's to Bob Saget. That just reminded me of
Oh yeah.
Full House.
Amen.
Oh, yes.
I was thinking about that also.
that just
One of the best scenes.
that reminded me of
Full
Uncle
House.
Jesse playing drums
Yep.
for the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a scene in Full House. I gotta find it. They do
So-
it to Barbara Ann.
Stamos, Dave Coulier, and John Mayer were all pallbearers for him.
Yeah.
yeah.
I did
So
see
I
that.
saw that picture. R.I.P. Bob Saget, man, one of the
Yeah.
greats for sure. When
Barbara
Todd
Ann.
McComas had him on that, oh man, that dude had any interview he ever did was awesome.
Yeah, he was great, dude. Ironically enough, so I didn't realize Bob Saget had a podcast of his own. Obviously it went up the charts once he passed away, because I just don't know how it is. So I went back and I was literally listening to the Burt cast, and then he was mentioning it, and then so I was like, I wonder if Bert's been on here, and Bert had actually been on the podcast like exactly a year ago from his death date, pretty much. And they talk a lot about death. It's weird.
That is kind of odd.
It's a good podcast though.
apparently
You
his
never know
death
what you're
date
gonna
is
talk
his
about with
sister's
Bert.
Have you
birthday.
seen how much Bert
Oh really?
parties?
Yeah.
Like obviously death is going to come up from time to time.
Yeah. Yeah. Think so.
Tanner's
Probably
just
is.
like jamming out.
Tanner's listening to some Beach Boys over there.
I fucking am. It's
the
the whole Tanner family went to a concert, and then they got invited up on stage, and then they got to sing Tokyo and Barbara Ann with the Beach Boys. It's just
Wait, they came up as participants?
Yeah, they came on the stage. Like I think they did it more than once, or like throughout the whole show.
Who all got to go up though?
Do you want me to? It was Danny Tanner, Joey, Uncle Jesse, Stephanie.
I thought
DJ.
you were saying your family.
No. The Tanner family, the
No,
Danny
Tanner
family.
I thought you said the Tanner family.
I did.
He
Your
did.
name's Tanner.
Danny Tanner.
So I thought you were speaking about your family as like the Tanner.
No, I would call them the Johnsons. I'm not.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
Sociopath.
I mean,
I was going to
Is
ask.
that when they were like out on a beach somewhere? Was that like on a beach scene?
Yeah.
I feel like they were somewhere.
That's
No,
a different one. That was their Hawaiian trip, and Joey fell in love with like a girl who kept vanishing. I really watched that show a lot.
That show's like very musically inclined too, because I didn't realize
Jesse and the Rippers.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, obviously, but I didn't realize Bob Saget actually was very musically used a lot of music in his act. But then also, Dave Coulier is the reason why Alanis Morissette has a career.
yes.
Yeah.
So
What? Why?
Alanis Morissette's most famous song was inspired by her breakup with
Dave Coulier.
Oh.
Hey, would I go? Would she go down on you in a theater? That's Alanis Morissette talking about Uncle Joey. Yeah.
Didn't he host America's Funniest Videos after Bob Saget?
Sure. I think shortly he did, yeah.
There was
before.
Or was it a different show like that?
It was a different show. It was like America's Funniest Home Videos, and then America's favorite videos or something.
Or
it was something
Funniest People or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That was more like skits and stuff, less
Yep.
home videos, more skits.
Yeah.
Big fan of Full House.
Big fan.
Family
TGI
Matters.
Friday.
Ooh, TGI Friday, Step by Step was the shit.
Step by Step.
Yeah.
It was a good show.
Topanga.
Yep.
Huh. Dave Coulier, voice of Slimer in the original Ghostbusters movies.
I feel like I knew that.
That tracks.
I had no idea.
That tracks.
Oh, it definitely tracks. That's for sure him.
He was a big hockey guy, right?
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
Wings? Red Wings? Was it the Red Wings?
Yeah.
Okay.
And where are they from, Marco?
Detroit.
I'm proud of you.
Piece of sports trivia he knows. Congratulations.
All because of Full House. I probably wouldn't know that any other way.
That's sad. It's like the one good Detroit team.
What team does this Ja kid play for?
Ja Morant, Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis. Okay. Because
dude's a stud.
I've been watching a lot of basically whenever highlights come on, it's always him. Like every time I look up at highlights, well, besides LeBron, but it's always him.
Highlight reel.
Yeah, and I'm much like I didn't have a football team, I don't have a basketball team, and me and Bree have been kind of poking around. Every time I look up, I see this kid. I don't know if Memphis is a good team or not, but
they're playing good this year.
I was like, I could follow and this is how I ended up with the Browns. I can follow a team because of a player. So if this kid's, he seems like he's a nice, I don't know anything about him. I haven't seen any interviews, but he seems like he's also a nice, good kid. I don't know. Am I right? Does anybody know?
As far as I know,
yeah.
I don't know personally.
You can tell people who are shitty people. I don't know. Maybe. I could be wrong, but some people are just more arrogant or just whatever.
I mean, he's definitely arrogant, but in a good way.
Well, I kind of like that. Yeah. I'm good with that, but
it's more
some people are just
confident.
arrogant and just it's in a shitty way.
Yeah.
It's like Larry Bird. He was arrogant, but he could back it up.
Right.
He would just talk smack to your face, tell you exactly what he's going to do.
Maybe that's what I appreciate more. If you can talk shit to somebody's face, I appreciate that. But if you're one of those little pussy bitches that talk shit behind somebody's back,
nah, he tried to fight a 7 foot tall guy last night.
Cool. I'm down with that. I could be down with that. Yeah.
As the years progress, I am less and less a fan of a single basketball team and more a fan of just
a
players.
player. Yeah. Maybe that's what.
That's how the game is going.
Yeah.
The game is based off of individual players. It's not.
No, in the '90s, I was a Reggie Miller fan before everything else. Reggie Miller was my guy, hands down. I love Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, but Reggie Miller was my guy.
I almost found myself buying a LaMelo Ball jersey the other day. I don't know why.
I liked Reggie Miller too. My AOL Instant Messenger. I have no idea where I came up with this, but it was HFN 31. It was Hungry for Noodles 31, and that was that's for Reggie Miller.
31
I have
for
no
Reggie.
idea. I have no idea where I came up with that.
I was like, did I miss something about Reggie Miller where he was
No.
noodles?
This brain at
Yeah.
10 years old. Just use your imagination.
Not even like we can look through your notes app right now and still try to figure out where the fuck you came up with half
Dude,
the shit.
it's been just like work stuff lately. I was actually thinking about doing a notes app, but lately it's just been like chemical prices and customer shit. My Verizon pin is 547. No, I'm just kidding.
What's up,
yeah.
Ronnie?
Okay. Has everyone in here met a professional athlete before, like at a meet and greet or anything like
No,
that?
I've never met a professional athlete.
Well, fuck off, Tone. You work with professional athletes.
Does
That doesn't mean he's met him.
Does
Yes,
Pat McAfee count?
I have met professional athletes, yes.
Yeah, I guess I've met retired professional athletes. I've never
met Roger Craig.
I
Well,
met
my
one
question.
directly on Veterans Day one day.
What?
I don't know if I
Wait,
ever met like an
Eric Hill?
active
No.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, huh? Because I was gonna ask, like, who has the most random athlete that they've ever met? Because I might have one.
I will say
Joey
I've met-
Chestnut. Joey Chestnut.
Damian Miller, catcher for like 3 or 4 teams, Diamondbacks, Milwaukee Brewers, like mid 2000s. He's from my hometown, or well, the country of my hometown.
I might have the most random story about meeting a professional
No,
athlete.
we know you have the most random story of any category. You have lived 2,000 lives, Tone. That's why.
So
you're here.
I was a military brat and in Omaha, Nebraska, and I loved playing the claw game. And this was like right when like fitted hats became like real cool. And so in the claw machine there was a St. Louis Cardinals hat, fitted hat. I'm not even a St. Louis Cardinals fan, but I'm so good at this claw game that I get the St. Louis Cardinals hat, right? I win it. And I'm like, it's a size too small, so it doesn't fit my head. So I'm just holding it. And then we go from the exchange, which is like a sort of like a side store, convenience store thing, to the commissary. And who's signing autographs at the commissary but fucking Bob Gibson? So I got my St.
I
Louis
would take an
Cardinals hat
autograph from Bob Gibson.
autographed by Bob Gibson.
That's a
The time
one of
is stupid.
Although I'm a Cubs fan and generally I hate the Cardinals, like Bob Gibson is an all-timer who you do not pass up a chance to like shake that hand.
No, but it was weird just the timing of winning a St. Louis Cardinals hat, having it with you, and being like, Bob Gibson's randomly you're signing autographs.
I met Roger Craig at a funeral.
That's an odd way to
we
meet.
all have a really weird one.
Yeah, his sister died. My dad was friends with her, so I got to meet Roger Craig at a funeral when I was like 10. So, I mean, that was 30 years ago. When did Roger Craig play for the Niners? That had to be late 80s, early 90s, or is that before that? Somewhere around there?
Yeah, he was part of that Jerry Rice, Joe Montana era.
So it was like early 90s, right?
He was like one of the original like dual backs. He would catch passes. He would like run.
Yeah.
I met
Bunch of
Mike
fighters. Got to meet Rampage Jackson. He was different.
I met Mike Bibby in a Walgreens.
Jack Mike Bibby or regular Mike Bibby?
Just a regular Mike Bibby. This is back when Mike knew who Mike Bibby was. Really.
He's Jack as fuck now.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, I was down in Sacramento at a karate tournament. And we went to Walgreens to pick up I forget what we were there for. Anyways,
Tampon.
something. I was with my cousins. We walk in and my cousin's like a huge basketball fanatic. This is like Mike Bibby's one of his first couple of years in the NBA before he was like popular in Sacramento. And she was like, "Holy shit, it's Mike Bibby." And I was like, "Who's Mike Bibby?" And she's like, "He's a basketball player." And I looked at him and I'm like, "That's not a fucking basketball player. Are you kidding me?" And like went up, shook his hand, got a picture with him and everything on a little fucking one of those little fucking disposable camera.
Did she buy it or did she already have one?
No, she already had one.
That Kings team.
She could have got it developed at Walgreens too.
She could have, yeah.
Mike Bibby, Doug Christie, Chris Webber, Pedro Stojakovic, Vladdy Divac, Brad Miller.
It was a good team.
Stacked.
Did you know
Kevin Martin was like right at the end of that?
Doug?
Why do I know all this?
Doug Christie had like a weird thing where like when he crossed the half court line, he either pointed to his wife or pointed up to the sky for some. Every time he'd cross half court.
My random athlete meeting. I used to work in Anderson, Indiana, and not too far away from where Muncie, Indiana is, which is where Ball State was. And basically, he came into the store I was working at, and he bought something. Is Bonzi Wells, who used to play with the Portland Jailblazers.
Yeah.
So I spent about an hour with him working on, exchanging some shit for him and stuff. So
nice. I'm trying to think. I had some random ones, but like, yeah. I mean, the most random one. My kids say it doesn't count. I technically like gave him a head nod, but I never said, "Hey, my name's Anthony" or whatever. Nice to meet you. So my kids say I never met him, but I met Justin Timberlake when he was recording his first record.
Not an athlete, but still interesting.
I mean, he's an athlete. He owns the fucking Memphis Grizzlies account.
Right. Makes him an owner. Definitely does not make him an athlete.
Have you seen him dance? He's an athlete.
Have you seen Mark Davis? He owns the Raiders.
Oh, he's an athlete. He's competed in pro-ams as a golfer. Athlete.
Yeah, there we go.
Who?
Timberlake's a very good golfer.
Pro-am.
He's like a scratch golfer.
Yeah.
I'm just convinced if your net worth is over $1 million and you're white, you're a scratch golfer.
I was a little baby and I was held by Flash Gordon.
Flash.
That's the one. He was the one from the Ted. He was the one in the Ted movie, right? That did all the cocaine.
He was from the show.
I meant, but like the same
savior of the universe.
I know,
but he's from Ted.
But I'm saying it's the same. It's the same guy that.
Yes.
Right.
It's a Ronnie thing to ask.
It's hilarious because of who he was in the movie.
Wait,
all the coke?
Why can I not remember which Flash was in Ted? Was it the guy that played Dawson's dad on Dawson's Creek? He was a Flash.
No, I think the actor who actually played Flash Gordon made it like.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Dawson's Creek.
There's like 50 of them.
This took a weird turn.
Bro, I don't think anything. I don't think Ted and Dawson's Creek had any crossover.
Hey, I'm just.
Is there any teddy bears in Dawson's Creek?
Maybe.
Speaking of athletes, though, Tone, you're gonna see some athletes here with the girls, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna take the girls to go see. Well, the girls and their friends to go see Oregon play Colorado up at CU Boulder in a couple weeks. Be fun.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. No, one of the girls is we still follow her. She played high school here in my hometown, I guess my girl's hometown, not my hometown.
Sam J. Jones,
Sydney Wells, or Sydney
Parrish.
Talking about different things. He's back.
No, but what's crazy is I just took my girls to go see UConn at Butler University.
Yeah.
And Paige Byers, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but
Euchers?
She's out with Euchers. There you go. She's out with a knee injury, but when she was walking off the court and stuff, there was like this middle school team that had come, and they screamed like they were at a freaking Justin Timberlake concert, man, for when she kind of walked past. It was pretty cool. My daughter was right there. She didn't get a high five or anything from her, but to be able to go see some of the best athletes in the world play for a $7 ticket and a $9 SeatGeek fees.
Yeah.
You can't pass that up, man.
Yeah. The price I paid for like 5 tickets was astronomically stupidly cheap. We're literally right behind the Oregon bench.
That's awesome.
So it's where we sat when we went to go see Sabrina play, and then we had to meet Sabrina. Speaking of meeting athletes, but yeah, it's a really cool experience. I mean, if you like basketball and you want to venture out to see good women's basketball, go to like any big university if you're close to one, and you'll get a cheap ass ticket, and you'll see good basketball.
I have an observation about women's basketball because I have been watching more of it this year, and I told you, Tone, like I want to get more into it.
Definitely,
they hit the deck 24 times more often than guys.
Yeah,
but they're not flopping. But like,
no,
a quarter of the minutes of a basketball game, one of the players, if not more, is on the ground.
Oh yeah,
their knees have to be destroyed. I mean, the intensity that they play with is just wild.
Yeah.
But
well, going back to speaking of Reggie Miller, Cheryl Miller, his sister, who was arguably better basketball player than Reggie, that was what took her career out. Was she had 2 blown ACLs. Before that was like a thing that you could easily repair. But I think she dropped 100 in one half in a high school game, and the other team just didn't show up for the second half.
Yep. And she was a monster at UCLA too.
Yeah.
I mean, I think she dropped 100.
Yeah,
I think she dropped 100 against a college team.
I think she might have. Yeah,
it wasn't just a half; it was the entire game. But still, dropping 100
What's
in
your
one
name?
game.
Cheryl.
You've seen her as a commentator before, I promise.
Imagine Reggie Miller with like a curly perm.
Yeah.
Oh, calls games on TNT.
Yeah, you've seen her.
Jesus, she's 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, though, when I was at Butler, so Butler women's basketball is not great by any means. And when you watch UConn, when you watch UConn versus Butler, it was like a high school varsity team versus like some rec league youth girls basketball. It was so bad. They more than doubled their score, and they didn't even. You could tell they were like practice. It was just a high level practice for them. Is all this was for UConn. It was cool to see that level of talent on the court.
Yeah,
but it was a bad game to watch. Like it was just so boring, so boring.
Well, that's the good part of. My mic just got real loud for some reason. It's a good part of Colorado and Oregon is it's a conference game. So they played. I wouldn't say they played tight, but it was more competitive. You could tell they were like. It was more like a rivalry sort of type game.
Well, Butler's actually in the same conference as UConn. It was a conference game too. But
are they?
It was just I
thought UConn was independent, or is that just football?
Probably just football, because football they have their but basketball, because like Notre Dame joined the Big East in basketball.
Gotcha.
And well, basically every sport except for football, because they got to keep that NBC contract. But so Butler's in that conference as well, and so it was more so driven by the men's basketball there at Butler. But
until I was about 18, I thought Butler University is where butlers were trained to be butlers. I gotta get that off my chest.
Is that where Alfred went?
Yep.
Michael Payne.
Yeah.
Did you know there's such thing as Butler College? Like a butler's college? A college to learn how to be a butler?
No, but that is what I thought Butler University. No, Ronnie said there's a real one.
There's a college you send people you can go to and you'll become a butler.
Well, there's a clown college, so that makes sense.
But this thing's like legit. Like they have like a fucking website.
Are you saying clown colleges aren't legit?
No,
there's multiple clown colleges.
Hold on. Can we address that anybody can have a fucking website, Ronnie? That doesn't make them legit.
No, they like send you to the UK and you like fucking spend weeks over there.
Are you arguing about this fact? Ronnie's just dropping a random fact.
International study.
But he's sitting here saying like just because they have a website, it makes them legit.
Well, I've seen the movie Acceptance is one click away.
The same argument I have with taco pizza and that place you keep schlepping as the one who invented it.
Find me the one who did. Find me somebody else who invented it.
This is something I'm actually going to agree with.
Find me somebody to combat that, Tyler, and then I will fucking acknowledge it.
What are we combating?
That
taco pizza.
Joe Whitty, the owner of Happy Joe's here created taco pizza.
I mean, that seems like it could be legit. I don't know.
I mean, what the fuck else were we gonna do in Iowa? All we do is drink beer, eat pizza, watch football. Eat tacos, pizza. Makes sense.
Corn on the cob.
The URL for this college to become a butler is ButlerSchool.com.
Cheryl Miller broke 70 points in a game 9 times as a senior in high school.
Yeah, sounds about
She's
right.
a monster. Yeah.
Yeah. She almost played in the
I
NBA.
mean, all I gotta say is that coach sucks.
But why?
You know-
Like, just let her go.
No. The opposing coach.
Oh, for not
Opposing
showing
coach.
up?
Like, how do you not just put the whole team on her?
It don't matter, man.
I wouldn't give anybody the satisfaction of dropping 100 on me.
Oh, speaking of that, that is a great. So I'm gonna poll you guys because I think this is a great. So my daughter's team is winning,
ButlerSchool.com.
like killing teams, right? Like
I told you, look at the fucking
I'm
website.
sorry, Toad. Trashman just texted us. ButlerSchool.com.
Yeah, hold on.
Like,
Butler
makes
School.
Marco's argument way more legitimate.
No, but I
Butler
did
School.
research. It's real.
Like, come
Well,
on,
so was
Butler-
Monte
Butler
Teo's
School.
girlfriend's profile. So Monte
She's
Teo
the
had a
dean of
girlfriend.
acceptance.
ButlerSchool.com. Come on.
I'm just saying, did a lot of research. Watched a 20-minute video on it. Pretty
Wait,
amazing.
where the fuck did you send that? Oh, there we go.
The International Butler Academy.
ButlerSchool.com. International Butler Academy.
That's a fake. That's a fake.
It looks legit as fuck, though.
It's in the Netherlands.
There's
Yeah.
awards, people.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Go over to About Our School and location.
Hold on. I'm reading about where are the students and what are the requirements.
Is it all men?
You must have a pulse.
No.
Yeah.
Is there such thing as a lady butler?
Is it a butleress?
Successful graduates include dermatologists, carpenters, private bankers, hotel directors, taxi drivers, and lawyers.
So that doesn't make any sense.
18 to 68?
Taxi drivers and lawyers.
Apparently, 35% of them are female and age from 18 to 68.
Jesus Christ.
What is a female butler called?
That's a good
I'm
question.
Googling it.
A maid?
That's what I thought.
You know
French
what? I
maid?
would retire. I would retire and be a butler if I could.
This is
have
a
my own
fucking
butler's
low bar.
quarters.
While
Get
no
paid to live
previous
on a-
training or experience is necessary, a service-oriented attitude is the right personality. It's very important for this esteemed profession. That's
Apparently,
bullshit.
female butlers are officially called housekeepers.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel like is there a housekeeper's college?
I don't know. Can a woman be a butler? A female butler on a more modern, profession. Like that's straight up what it says.
oh my God!
It's so dumb.
Do they go train at like Hilton.com? Is that where they get their female butlers, housekeepers? Like, I don't.
If that was my profession, I definitely want to be called a butler.
Oh, we gotta look
Yeah,
at the
You
curriculum.
don't. You can't be a housekeeper. You got to be a butler
Yeah.
or butleress, buttress,
But butleress.
It's like that
These are-
episode in The Office. Butt liquor.
These are the classes: the life of a butler, the modern butler, staff
That's what I was
management,
talking about.
house management, table management, laundry and wardrobe management.
This sounds like all the shit I never want to do.
You could learn this in 3 weeks.
This is
Yeah.
why.
Apparently, valeting a car is a separate class.
No. Valeting isn't always car.
Examines the professional
It's-
gentleman.
That is like a professional assistant. Like they'll help you pick out appropriate wardrobes and stuff like
oh,
that.
so a modern day hooker. Okay.
Not even close. But all right.
pimp.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
Closer to
their dormitories. This looks like prison.
Are all the beds made at the fucking?
They
Better fucking be.
10-week, 800-hour curriculum. Fuck that. I wouldn't want to spend 10 80-hour
So,
weeks at this shit.
Is the name of this episode ButlerSchool.com?
I don't know if we can. Can we actually do that? I don't want the butlers to come after us.
I want you
What
guys
if
to
we
get
spell out .com?
if one of you motherfuckers don't reach out to the dean of fucking ButlerSchool.com to have him on as a guest, I'll be mad at you guys.
Now
you
you're
mean
thinking.
you mean the head butler?
Head
I'm
butler.
on it. I'm on it.
Marco, there's no way they're gonna reply to your store rat flags. You gotta do it.
Hey,
Out of everybody on this podcast, who has got the most response? Tyler, show them.
hey,
has
they have
tried the
Marco.
most?
Marco, I dare you to email their school email and try
Yes,
to
you
get
should.
someone on there.
Did I
Honestly,
or did I
that
not?
would be the best fantasy football punishment of all time. 10 weeks, the Netherlands.
Oh my
becoming
God,
a
that
butler.
No, and the payoff at the end is it's a huge get together at like an Airbnb or something, and then that person has to like be the butler
Be
for
the
like
butler
the
for the
whole
whole
group.
That would literally be the worst, like one of the worst punishments of all time.
That's pretty great.
They have an Instagram. ButlerSchool.com does have an Instagram. I'll
Are they
DM 'em
dropping
real quick.
thirst traps?
I don't know. You
They
tell
have a-
me.
Boom! It's basically a
That's a-
European fraternity, is what I'm getting away from this.
I mean, they have an
It's the cleanest fraternity ever, though.
True.
they have an etiquette quiz. Should we take the etiquette quiz?
I could probably
I'm
pass
fail.
it. I went
Live
through a lot of
quiz.
etiquette training in college.
Live quiz. Let's go.
I'll fail.
All right.
Go one by one, Tyler. Just ask like one person a random question.
All right. Question 1. Your boss, Miss Alpha, enters the room when you're meeting with an important client, Mr. Beta. You rise and say, Miss Alpha, I'd like to meet your I'd like I'd like you to meet Mr. Beta, our client from San Diego. Is this introduction correct? We'll go Trash Man for entertainment's sake.
Honestly, I don't know what would be correct. If it were me, I would just be like, "Hey, lady, this guy's here, Mr. Beta." But that's just me. I don't know like proper anything.
You say
I don't know where
Mr.
this
Beta
really-
or Master Beta?
Oh
What
my
do you got,
god,
Trash Man?
that's the title right there, Master Beta.
I think what they're saying is correct, but I'm not sure. It sounds
Lock it
more
in.
formal than it.
That sounds like a yes. Tyler?
No.
It doesn't.
Ah!
The correct way to do this is Mr. Beta. May I introduce Miss Alpha? Or Mr. Beta, may I introduce to you Miss Alpha? In this case, the client is introduced or somebody is introduced to him. The client is the most important person. People are introduced to the client.
That
not
is
the other
damn
way
good
around.
advice.
Hmm.
That's
Well-
fantastic advice.
But you're asking a beta whether or not he can do something. He's gonna say yes.
Of course.
But you don't want to introduce the alpha to the beta. You want to
You're gonna
introduce the
introduce
beta to the alpha.
All right. Friggin' we'll go on to the next question.
And
At a
then
social
once you get the master beta to the alpha, everybody's happy.
Good
All
God,
right.
At a
Marco.
social, all right, Marco, this one's for you. At a social function, you meet the CEO of an important corporation. After a brief chat, you give him your business card. Is this correct?
No,
Why?
Why?
because you haven't had enough of you haven't built up enough of a rapport, and that card's not gonna mean anything to him. You have to make something meaningful.
I'll be damned.
That's not even close.
Fuck
No,
you.
this is wrong. This is wrong. Unless he asks for the business card, resist the urge to play quickly score contact.
Right.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, that's
No,
kind
it's
of
not.
I feel like that's outdated though.
It is very outdated.
Well, this is what over
We're
in
talking about butlers,
Norway.
motherfucker.
CEO of a
Where's this
company.
Butler School?
You don't just walk up and be like,
Also, why the fuck is the butler talking to the fucking CEO of a company?
Well, he
Right.
wants
He's
to get
giving
a
him a
pay
new
raise.
drink, motherfucker.
All right,
get a
so
new pay
this,
raise
this
and work
one,
for
this
CEO.
one kind of seems up your alley. You answer the phone for your supervisor who cannot reach his phone in time. You ask, "Who's calling, please?" Is this correct?
No.
No, that is incorrect, you would answer it like this, somewhat like this. So say Tanner was my boss. You say, Tanner Johnson's phone. May I ask who's calling and see if I can direct you in the right direction, or some bullshit like that.
May I ask who's calling?
I mean, you're kind of there. You answer the phone. Is this correct?
The
No,
answer
you
to
are
this is
not.
hilarious.
You are not. In this case, it is none of your business who's calling.
Hey,
Oh shit!
hey,
May I ask
Wow.
who's calling? Kind of
Mind your P's and Q's.
I mean,
Mind
All
your
right.
fucking business.
All right, Flags. Here we go. You are entering a cab with a client. You position yourself. You position yourself so that the client is seated curbside. Is this correct?
this is the easiest
Yeah.
fucking one.
Yeah, it's easy for them to get out. You walk around the car, go open the door for them, and they step out onto the curb.
Nailed it.
I feel like that's
Oh!
wrong. So you can get out and you're the first one out.
No, it's more dangerous
your
to get out on
client's
the
not-
street side versus the curb side. So you get out
When
on the
you're-
dangerous side, walk around and open the door for the client, and then he steps out onto the safe curb.
This is what the website says. When your
I
client
guess
steps
they
out
don't
of the
slide
cab,
in that
he
situation.
or she will be on the curbside, and therefore you won't have to deal with getting out into traffic or sliding across the seat.
They're in a fucking
Oh.
limo anyway. It don't matter.
All right. And we'll go
Yeah.
Or
Tanner.
a Bentley.
You
If
know
you
If
what?
you're in a Bentley, that's just.
If you have a butler, you have a limo.
Tell them to call a fucking Uber.
If I was a butler, I would not have a limo because I'm not associating myself with like high school like prom
No,
kids.
I'd say
Give me a
Rolls
fucking Bentley
Royce.
or Rolls. Yeah.
You are
trash
hosting
tank.
a dinner at a restaurant. You have pre-ordered for everyone and indicated where he or she should sit. Are you correct?
No.
I would say yes because you set
Yeah.
your client at the head of the table and everyone else like fills in. You assign
I'm
who's
guessing
most important.
I'm guessing it's gonna be no, and the reason is because it's not your place to indicate where people want to sit or who they want to sit next to so they can forge their own relationships. But
Ironically enough, it is correct. It will make everybody's life so much easier. Also, many times at a restaurant, people feel awkward when they do not know where they're supposed to sit.
yeah, I don't know if I agree with it, but it makes
Sheeple.
sense. So, I mean,
This etiquette shit makes no sense. I can't answer a motherfucker's phone and ask who's calling, but these motherfuckers like sit there, bitch.
I have a question.
Well, it's kind of like
You know-
wedding seating though. Like, why
we're
do
not
they have
supposed
like
to get it.
seating?
We're not
Kind of-
butlers.
This is an intriguing one. Question.
Hold on,
6.
Ronnie has a question.
I
So does
want a
Tyler.
poll. I want a poll out of everybody.
Ronnie
here.
raised his hand.
Who here do you think would be the best butler?
Ironically enough, I think Marco, he's like the best ass kisser I ever met in my life.
That's why I'm in sales.
I would say Ronnie, because Ronnie already does a service job.
I was gonna say Flags.
It's too easy.
Honestly,
I-
Flag,
my original thought actually was Tanner, and then it was
Flag-
Flags.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you look the most like a butler out of all of us. So
I have a problem with authority. I could not be a butler.
I can't do it.
I'll butter Flags up. Flags is like the missing link between a butler and Kevin Costner, the bodyguard. Like
Oh yeah.
like that in between.
The best part of that fucking movie,
Comparisons never made before.
the best part of that entire movie was when that dude came in and then he got in a fight with Kevin Costner. And then after Kevin Costner got whooping that dude's ass, he goes, I don't want to have this conversation again. And they didn't say one word to each other the whole time he was whooping his ass.
Can I upgrade my bodyguard to be like The Rock or Jason Statham, like one
Nah,
of those
man.
bodyguards?
No, you can, but you're gonna
You're
have to
like-
start lifting some
you know
weights.
what he is? I'll tell you exactly who Flags is. Flags is a mix.
Murr from Practical Jokers. We already know this.
No, look, no. Take Kevin Costner from The Bodyguard and Paul Rudd and put them together.
You know what? I would take that in a heartbeat.
So there's
We
two more
move-
questions. There's two more questions where they're answer related. The rest are all multiple choice.
And then we're gonna move into the local shit shows.
Well, we got to
So-
hear about your basketball team too, Tone.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But these next two questions are kind of interesting questions. A toast has been proposed in your honor. You say thank you and take a sip of your drink. Are you correct?
You never drink on the job. No.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. Just because of the opposite of what they said.
And well, actually, here I'll go with the more like detrimental version. Nobody's gonna toast you because you're a fucking butler. So get over yourself.
I mean, you would think that would be the logical answer. It's no. If you do, then you're toasting yourself. Other people toast in your honor, and in that case, you do not sip.
Well, some bullshit. I'm changing those rules.
That's wild.
In certain states, butlers actually make a good living.
You are in a restaurant.
We know what Ronnie's next job is.
You are in a restaurant and a thin soup is served in a cup with no handles. To eat it, you should A, pick it up and drink it. B, use the spoon provided, not picking up the cup at all. C, eat half of it with a spoon and drink the remainder. Or D, use the spoon provided, picking up the cup to finish the soup correctly.
D.
It's just use the spoon.
Yeah. You never pick up and drink out of a bowl.
Well, it's not a bowl. They gave you a cup.
Yeah, same diff.
No.
Are your eyes open?
You know what you do? And this is the only logical. This is the only logical way to do this. You look at them in disgust, and then you swipe that bitch off the table.
Give me a proper bowl.
Why don't you bring me a fucking straw?
Technically, it says B or D are the answer. Use the spoon provided. It's not a cup of coffee, for heaven's sake, and don't slurp either.
D. I said D.
All right, you are at a dinner and champagne is served with the dessert. You simply cannot drink champagne yet. The host will be offering a toast. You should tell the waiter no champagne, turn over your glass, ask the waiter to pour water into your champagne glass instead, say nothing, and allow the champagne to be poured.
Turn it over.
I think it was A, whatever A was.
Yeah. I would just take it and not drink it.
You should D. Say nothing and allow the champagne to be poured. It is more polite not to call attention to yourself and the fact that you can't drink champagne. You may lift the glass to acknowledge the toast without sipping.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You said A.
All right.
That was definitely D.
Yeah. No, I said that's what I said.
You said D, dude.
No, it's fine.
Okay, but
right.
You are at a table in a restaurant for a business dinner. Midway through the meal, you are called to the telephone. What do you do with your napkin?
You throw it at the waiter's face.
You take it with you, fold it, and place it to the left of your plate. Loosely fold it and place it on the right side, or leave it on your chair.
I like chair.
Agreed. Surprisingly.
Yeah. Chair.
Correct. Definitely don't put it on the table, as this is only done when dinner is finished. Number 10.
That's wild.
Yeah.
You are hosting a dinner party at a restaurant. Included are 3 other couples, including your most valuable client and his wife. You instruct the waiter to A, serve your spouse first. B, serve the client's spouse first. C, serve you first. Or D, serve you and your spouse last.
I mean, I think the
client
answer,
spouse first.
Well, I was going to say, I think the answer is the last one. You guys get fed after they get fed, but it also depends on the culture you're in, because some cultures, the male gets sent first. I'm just going to say.
That wasn't an option, so I was saying the spouse first.
Yeah, it was. Serve the client first. Serve the client's spouse first.
I see spouse. I still say spouse.
Just, it doesn't really matter as long as you get served last.
Serve your client's spouse first, or serve you and your spouse last. Sort of trick question, but it's important.
I think we got to move on.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to do local shit shows, or we're going to go back to basketball?
Oh, I was just gonna ask you guys when you guys played sports because my daughter's coach, they were beating this team by like 48 points. It's a competitive league. They're the top league, top league, right? My daughter had like an easy breakaway, right? He told her not to score, so she went under the basket, went all the way around, was still wide open, dribbled back into the lane. He told her not to score again, so she dribbled around again. And then she finally dribbled in and just shot it, and he benched her for it because he said she was running up the score. How do we feel about running up the score?
If he said don't score, that's insubordination. I'm okay with the benching, but that's gotta come with a lesson. Like you can't just do it and then not say anything. Now, in all practicality, shoot the fucking basketball, score the points. That's the purpose of the game.
Well, that was
am I the dad or am I the coach?
Well, my point is like, wouldn't it be more embarrassing to the whole point is not to embarrass the other team, supposedly. But it's more embarrassing that my daughter dribbled around him 5 times before.
The most
single act might be embarrassing, but if it leads to 40 more points, that'll be worse.
There's not a mercy rule that keeps the clock running or anything.
Not in a competitive league.
No.
Is it AAU?
No, this is school ball.
Shit.
8th grade.
I should be a mercy rule.
I think she should just.
They're not allowed to press after they're up by 20, but other than that,
Is it running clock?
It does run in the 4th if they're up by like more than like 25.
Yeah, that's what
I think she should have just went up and
like,
just dunked on those fools.
I'm pretty sure Nebraska it's like 40 and the clock just
nobody
runs,
nobody gets a participation trophy, bitches.
Phil.
As the dad, I would be frustrated. As the coach, I would also be frustrated. Like for different reasons, though. As the dad, it's like, you know what? You compete, you play to win the game, right? And it doesn't matter what the score is. You play to win the game.
Okay.
And as the coach, it's like Tanner made a good point about the insubordination. He specifically said, "Don't score." He didn't say, "Don't shoot," "Don't whatever." But then you don't want to screw up your shooting percentage and all this other stuff. So it's like I can just stand out here and dribble around these girls and make a fool of them, or I can actually
There's still a shot clock.
Not
middle school basketball.
No, but they did get called for a 5-second contested the drive before. So my daughter got a turnover because she gave the ball over to the other team by not making an action.
Yeah, she was just standing there dribbling, and the person was close enough.
Yeah,
5 seconds whistle. Yeah.
So she was like, "Fuck that."
Here's a question I have for Flags and for Tone, and then the rest of you guys can answer separately. But when you are playing anything at all against your children, do you take it easy or do you ever let them win at all?
Nope.
Flags?
I will take it easy.
I know you do.
Not let them win.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Very important because I don't either. Like if I'm playing my kids in real pool in that other room, or if I'm playing my kids in pool on my iPhone, or we're playing anything else, like I don't take it easy because like I'm like you, Flags. Like I'll like back off the gas a little bit, but you're still not gonna beat me. Like unless you beat me, you're not gonna beat me. And I feel like I think it helps, to create that because I'm sure that's how all three of us grew up. You know what I mean? Like, there's no such thing as a participation trophy. Like, you show up, you fucking play your ass off, or you go the fuck home.
Yeah, no, I don't want my kids to ever think participation medals are okay. Like when they did competitive cheerleading, they got 4th place, and everyone else was like, "Woo, we got 4th place!" And my daughters put their medals in the trash can.
Okay, yeah, I respect that.
They were like,
"No, we could do better.
We can do better."
I had my nephew over here 2 months ago, and he's kind of like me. He likes playing video games and stuff like that. And he was talking trash, saying like he could beat me in Call of Duty. And I was like, all right, play me 1v1 on a map. And I
got your wife to play.
No, I played and I shit on him like bad.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird that you shit on like
Yeah.
That's kind of strange.
Sorry, Call of Duty lingo coming out. But I just like I torched him, and like it was like not even close. And he was like, he said something along the lines of, "Well, that's not fair. You've been playing this for so long." And I said, "Then why'd you like say anything?"
Right.
He's like, "I thought you were gonna take it easy." And I said, "Why the fuck would I take it easy on you?"
Right.
And he's like, "Well, my older brother takes it easy on me." And I said, "I'm not your older brother. I'm your uncle, and I'm gonna make sure you learn a lesson.
You're exactly
Don't-
what I thought you would be.
Don't
Tanner?
talk shit."
Where do you land on this?
Just beat them till they beat you or whatever. I guess
Tyler?
I don't really give a shit. Like parent over. You want to
yeah.
make sure they pay their fucking taxes.
Fucking A. God.
I guess I'll agree with Tanner because that's what it's kind of boiled down to.
You have to.
Yeah. I mean,
You're doing a disservice if you don't.
Yeah. You're going to raise a bunch of entitled brats.
Yeah.
That way.
Well, like, I don't know how it was because Tanner and me are a similar age, but where I grew up, like, it's not like it is like a lot of other places where there was participation trophies and stuff like that. Like,
No,
it was like legit. It was like growing up in the 70s, growing up here in the fucking 90s and early 2000s. Like, no participation trophies. There was real competitiveness. If you lost, you lost. There was no fucking moral victory
Heartbreaking.
anywhere. Yeah,
I ain't gonna say I never cried when we
in all my
lost.
tournaments,
I lost,
like I think there was just a championship. Really, is all there ever was. Like I don't remember a third place game or anything like that.
right.
nope.
Like my traveling basketball team in 8th grade, we made it to the big, whatever, like 32 team invitational, and that might have had a third place game.
I
Yeah.
think
We didn't
they
make
started-
it, but like I don't. Yeah, so I don't like really. It was just first or second. That was like all there ever was for awards.
Which makes sense. I mean, but if there is a third place game, that fourth place team ain't getting a medal.
No,
No.
fourth place.
No.
No.
So-
There's no medal for that. Like it's gold, bronze, silver, or
Yeah.
gold, silver, bronze.
My little cousins, they play Little League baseball and stuff like that, and everyone gets a trophy in Little League now, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it's called. That's literally the entire point of this whole conversation, Ronnie.
No, but what I'm saying is,
Participation trophies.
when I was growing up, the only thing you got for fucking playing baseball was you got to get a soda from the fucking fountain.
Yeah, soda and a hot dog.
We didn't even get a hot dog. We just got a soda.
I was about to say something really stupid, and then I realized that it was just going to be like a real arrogant brag, and so I was like, let me temper it. But now that I said it, I'm going to say it anyway.
You have to say it now.
I was going to say I got a trophy every year that I played baseball, but then I just realized that all of mine say number 1 on them. So
Okay, we'll take it.
we won every year.
I can respect that. All right, now can we do local shit shows?
Yeah. Who wants to start?
I will.
I went bowling on Saturday. When I bowl, I kind of throw it. I don't so much roll it.
By
Well,
the way,
I had a
the mic and camera
Jesus,
are off.
Alexa,
To
shut
turn
up.
back on,
What the hell was that? Sorry. That's weird. Anyways, I kind of throw it. I don't roll it. And the ball kind of stuck to my thumb, and I accidentally hit a speaker and broke it about quarter of the way down the lane.
Like on the ceiling.
Yeah.
That's
It hit a ceiling tile and then a speaker.
Jesus
Holy
Christ.
shit! Did you fuck up the lane too?
No, I
the
kept
speaker?
bowling. No one said a word, but there was definitely a hole in that fucking speaker.
Oh, shit.
So nothing broke off of the speaker.
No, like it put a hole through this, like a big crack, the
Oh.
plastic and shit.
How did you retrieve the ball?
It fell onto the lane and then into the gutter. It went down.
Oh.
It was just fantastic.
That's
Wow.
that's
Shit.
good luck right there.
My friends that I were with were like, if we get kicked out of here, this story will never live you down. And I'm like, to be honest with you, I don't think even getting kicked out is going to be enough for me to never live this down. So
Yeah. Have I ever told you guys how I bowl?
backwards, probably.
No, I bowl between my legs. I like literally have a thing, and it goes right, and I bowl really.
Just can't do anything fucking normal.
No. So I'm never gonna hit a speaker because I release it behind my back. So maybe
I feel like I should go next because I feel like other people have better stories than me. So mine is more of a woe is me. It was my birthday on Friday. I planned.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I took a PTO day. Like, I'm just going to stay at home, do nothing. Well, week of Thursday, wife tests positive for COVID. Daughter gets picked up early on Friday for a close exposure for COVID. And I spend basically my entire day doing the complete opposite of what I wanted to do, which is absolutely nothing. So that is my local shit show just because I'm bummed at my own birthday.
I've been there. I know that feeling.
Over it.
I know that feeling. My daughter got her kneecap dislocated in a soccer game on my birthday like 2 years ago.
Ugh.
Yep.
Spent the entire day at the kids' hospital.
Yep.
It's not fun.
Marco, what you got, bub?
Well, everybody in the group knows, but I don't know if I made it public opinion or public knowledge yet.
You're married.
Bree's pregnant.
Oh, jeez.
Stop
You
being
didn't say no.
applied for a job last month, and I went through the drug testing process. And anybody that knows anything about this show knows that I would not be able to pass any kind of drug test in any format whatsoever. But I thought that if I quit smoking for 4 straight days and did a detox, that I would be able to piss clean.
You're dumb.
Turns out,
You didn't even do a detox.
out that 100% guaranteed stuff they sell at GNC is not so 100% guaranteed. And I failed said drug test for that job. But they didn't give a shit.
Gave you my piss, man.
And I knew that I had the option because I'm telling you right now, Bree's dad is ride or die. That guy was like, I will pee for you. I love her dad so much. And he was like, I'll pee for you. And I had this whole plan. And I was like, I know I can pass this
He
test.
doesn't
but I
want
really
his
to.
daughter to be living with some broke ass Mexican guy from Iowa.
But so I failed the test, man, and I called the GM right away as soon as I found out, and I told him, and he's so cool, and I love him to death. And he goes, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go to bat for you, and I'm gonna talk to HR. And through this whole like 3, 4, 5 day process, they actually are gonna rewrite some of their bylaws for the company for salespeople at least, that marijuana is not a
Controlled steps.
whatever. Yeah. So needless to say, I got the job. I'm on my 2nd week, and
Now you're wearing that nerdy ass polo.
and I'm wearing this fucking nerdy ass
Haircut.
polo.
So wait a second.
And-
I got a question.
What's up? What's up?
You said this is 100% guaranteed GNC detox. Did you get your money back?
I didn't
Yeah.
even try, man. I didn't even try.
Aw.
It was $40 though. I feel like
$40
the
for
receipts
a
are on.
How much did you spend on those comedy tickets?
Certo's like 10, bud.
I mean, bro, we've talked.
And
You
it's
guys know I was
awful.
never gonna
I
pass
mean,
that.
I hate to be the moral compass here, but I mean, not doing drugs is free.
Yeah, no shit.
Just that.
If you're gonna do a detox, try to
But I didn't have enough time.
I've been clean
Like-
for 6 months.
I interviewed this day, and they put me in the drug test. Like it was like 4. I had 4 days.
It didn't occur to
You
you
make
that
an
like a
excuse.
real job was going to have a drug test.
Not for sales. No, of course not. No.
What?
not
What are you
for sales,
talking
ever,
about?
ever. I
Hello,
have had
in
all-
sales. Definitely
all
get
of my
drug
sales
tested.
jobs. All of my sales jobs. I have
Well,
never
yeah,
been drug
selling
tested.
drugs. They won't actually
Cars.
drug test you.
Vehicles.
I will say,
Vehicles.
working on a car lot or vehicles is one of the most shadiest businesses ever, though. So
Of
That's not
course.
a
That's
good
why I
idea.
didn't want to do it. That's why I'm selling flooring now.
yeah,
Because
Yeah, way better. Tied to
way
the mob.
better.
are you
What?
selling flooring? Didn't you say you were selling these kind of rocks too?
Yeah. So it's flooring and
So you're literally selling rocks now.
Yeah.
Like, you're
yeah.
Trees and rocks.
trees and rocks. It's weird.
I'm moving marble from Italy.
You're with
All
the Italian mob.
So that was my local shit show. I failed the drug test, but I still got the job. Bitches.
Kirschman or TA, did you have anything?
I just want to say the fact that he thought that you wouldn't get drug tested on like for an actual job.
I nobody test for sales jobs.
I mean, that's definitely
Not
not
true.
true.
Not true.
Not
That's
true.
Also,
definitely not true.
if you're salespeople, I'll tell you right now. PSA. Beep, 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 beep. PSA announcement. If your salesmen are not on drugs, they're not good salesmen.
Motherfucker, I am a salesman.
You are on drugs. We have heard
No, I am not.
Hey, you're
Marco.
on something.
I'm also a salesman.
Hi, I'm
You
like.
sell garbage.
No,
I'm
not
literally
gonna
am.
bar garbage.
I hope someone says that to you, Marco. You sell garbage. You sell garbage.
You realize that I like negotiate deals and I like sell my
You're
company
not
on
A
jobs.
fucking. When I say salesman, I mean
Not
people are
sales.
coming to you for product.
They're
and
coming
you
to me for
Are
a
convincing
service.
them. What are you convincing them of? There's no. You have a racket. There's nobody else to compete. Who else is picking up garbage around there, Ronnie?
You are so dumb.
You're so far off. We're one of 8 garbage companies in this county.
You're so dumb.
I feel like
We're just the biggest.
Have you
Trash
never
Man and
had
Flake
to
do the
negotiate-
same job,
There's a
basically.
monopoly. Why
Have
are
you never
not-
had to
Tell us
negotiate a
third.
How are
contract?
you not saying he's not working for the mob? He's working for the mob.
He owns the company. He is the mob.
He
Bobby.
is the mob.
We've talked about that before. I
He
don't believe in
conducted his own
recycling
drug
jokes.
test.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Hey, how many of those fucking places you pick up garbage from have to pay for protection, Ronnie?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Tone, will you please get into your?
Definitely, yeah. Speaking of protection, so
Fuck Marco.
oh man, so Thursday is my Monday for my week. So I get to work. I find out that our warehouse has been broken into a few times in my days off. Like people are getting in the building and all that kind of stuff. So talk about all the safety stuff or whatever. I don't really worry too much about all that kind of stuff. Then I go out to my first stop to deliver, and it's one of my bigger stores. And I'm in there for maybe an hour and 30 minutes. And when I come out to my truck that I deliver my product from, I have a missing passenger side window because it has been broken out, and my personal backpack gets stolen out of it. So,
Fun.
yeah, super fun. The funny part of it is it's just an all black backpack. But our trucks on the side of our things, they literally are supposed to say driver does not, and not is in big red letters, carry cash, but the red fades off in the sun. So it says driver carries cash.
He's loaded.
So it's weird. So I'm guessing that these people broke my windshield or broke my passenger side to steal my bag because they thought it was a cash bag. But yeah, so they were in a BMW. It was super fun. They got my work iPhone, whatever. But then ironically, after I told Tanner this story earlier today, I got a phone call from the police department and they found my backpack.
Oh, perfect.
So my backpack, the only reason they got a hold of me was because my Department of Transportation driving record is in my bag because it's one of the things I have to carry with me all the time. So they got my number and called me. And the lady was like, hey, so I think this is your bag. I'm going to send a picture to you. We got your number and name out of the bag, so we're assuming it's your bag. So they sent a picture. I was like, yeah, it's my bag. She was like, are the things in it yours? And I was like, I don't know what's in it anymore. I'm assuming they probably rifled through it or whatever. And she was like, well, she's like, there's an EpiPen in here. And I was like, that's not mine. I don't carry that. She's like, there's some drugs in here. I was like, definitely not mine. There's a bunch of weird shit. So they were using my backpack for stuff they were carrying around, which is awesome. So I get my backpack back tomorrow. So pretty interesting.
Do they just believe
Wait,
you that
with
that
the
wasn't
contents
yours?
or not?
No, I don't think so. She did say whatever's in the bag you can throw away if it's not yours, but I don't know if they took the drugs out of the bag.
I would have asked. Like,
I'm gonna check it
honestly,
before I take possession of it because I feel like that's a setup from the cops.
For sure.
So she just believes you that those drugs are not yours? You don't have to go get a test and like pass it like a normal taxpayer?
I mean, I didn't do any wrong, so I mean, I'm the one who got robbed. That's victim shaming.
maybe.
I believe you that you don't do drugs, but I don't believe in the
I don't.
fucking feds and court system that they would believe that you don't do drugs.
I don't believe that you don't do drugs. I definitely don't believe that Tanner doesn't do drugs.
I mean,
why would I need drugs? I'm fucking awesome without them.
I'm high on life and Jesus, okay?
Exactly.
Simmer down.
Amen, brother.
No, but I don't think they. I think they're. If O.J. Simpson can get away with murder, allegedly, because of all the tampering, that's a tamper. I mean, my backpack got stolen out of my truck. They can't say anything, and that thing was mine or not mine.
What
Well,
if you set it
especially
up?
depending on which drugs you're quote unquote carrying, Colorado doesn't give a fuck.
That's
So-
true. Good point. But
That
I'm
was
like,
my original question. Is like if they left brownies and shit in there, I'm like, well, yeah, those are mine.
well, I mean, like, so apparently this guy had like 6 warrants out for his arrest, and the lady said that the amount of stuff they were searching through probably is going to constitute about 25 to 30 cases. So there was a lot of robbery.
Yeah, but
Possession with intent.
I mean,
to
how many
kill.
years is he gonna get for the brownies? Because if it's only like 2 years, like keep the brownies.
It
bro.
might not have been brownies though. It could have been.
I mean,
Could have been some hard meth. You know what I mean?
I think they definitely were on meth. I mean,
who knows what was in that EpiPen too?
yeah,
Like,
So you're saying that probably wasn't their Beamer either?
yeah.
Or it might be their Beamer. They just might have a lot of really good clients.
That's probably true. Yeah.
True.
I don't know. That was weird though. I was like, I just want to get my backpack back, I guess. But
Well,
I don't.
we're
Yeah.
glad you're okay.
I mean, well, the crazy part was, and I've had it's been like a crazy month for like our warehouse got robbed. Like my truck got robbed.
You guys
I was
got them snacks, bro.
dude. I was part of a like first like responder call like right before Christmas, and like one of the kids died. Like it was like a crazy like
Jeez.
so. I bet it's been a weird month for like crime.
Damn.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then the kids apparently there was a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old. Apparently they had some ammunition and firearms on them.
All right, so this is the end of that.
Damn.
episode.
So
well,
Yeah.
on another note, Trashman Ronnie, you made a last episode. You made a goal for yourself. What was that goal
Yep.
again?
Make Twitch affiliate by the end of the year.
And
I made Twitch affiliate in
By the end of the week.
12 days.
fuck yeah, man! Congratulations.
You're welcome. I made 2 different Twitch accounts because I forgot the password to my other one. They both
Bro.
follow you.
it was Johnson Tanner and not Tanner Johnson.
No, I just always spell Vanilla Gorilla 20 different ways.
Hey, tell him now you got to make one called Janner Thompson. I told Ronnie, I was like, I'm going to get Mason teeth brushing ass motherfucker. I'm going to get him and all his friends to get on Ronnie's Twitch and start talking shit about the way he plays. So
I mean, what does Twitch affiliation get you?
Basically, what Twitch affiliate does is it adds a sub button to where people can subscribe to the channel to where I get $5 for every sub every month.
Oh, nice.
So every additional sub, or you're about to get $5 for everyone you have?
No,
Nobody can sub yet.
No one can sub yet. Those are follows. So there's follows and then there's subs. You follow a channel just to like stay up to date with what they're doing. You subscribe to a channel in order to get rid of ads.
So now I can sub?
Not yet. I'm going through my tax stuff right now with them.
Hurry the fuck up. I'll make a bunch of Vanilla Gorilla accounts.
But so basically you get a sub button, which is people can subscribe to you. That makes you money. And you also get ad revenue. So I can play ads on my channel through Twitch.
Oh.
And you can bring in ad money and also the affiliate tag when you send it out to companies like Astro or G Fuel or any gaming product, and you have an affiliate tag on your Twitch, that bumps you up to the top of the line in order for like sponsors and stuff like that.
What kind of game do you play? Like, is it a Nintendo or Wii or no Wii, Xbox?
I play on a computer.
What do you play on the ping pong?
I didn't mean to do that.
The Atari.
So I can play with you.
I mean, yeah, the games that I play, yeah.
I'm pretty entertaining. I've never played whatever video game
Oh,
it is, but
by the way, I figured out a way for you to do play-by-play.
so I can be the John Madden of Twitch.
Yeah,
It's a goal of Ronnie.
Oh
and
my
I.
God! Hey, when the Super Bowl comes around, you have to show up as John Madden. Tanner, you'd be the perfect John Madden. You need the wig and everything.
Why isn't the Anomalies channel on Twitch? You guys gotta have a Twitch.
I have the podcast link in my Twitch bio.
I have no idea about Twitch.
I mean, you can literally link to Twitch from here in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, well,
I'll just heads up.
you talk to Tyler.
Tyler knows. He's smart. He's the smartest one of all of them. Oh,
Here,
Well, true. It's just one more thing for TA to do.
it's a button click, man.
shout out.
we pay him per click. Good pretty spending.
So apparently one of the people who follow me and like everything, they went through and they found the podcast and they started listening, and the first episode they listened to was episode 100. And he like DM'd me. So shout out Thunderous 317. Whatever you're actually
He's a Reggie Miller fan.
Why'd you call him 31-7? Is it 317?
Yeah, 30,
Like-
yeah.
So why would you say
Yeah, why
317?
you automatically? What if it's
It's for sure not 31-7.
I don't know.
317.
Freaking Reggie Miller, Michael Vick, head, have an ass.
Well, and 317 is the Indianapolis area code, just so everyone knows. So chances
Oh,
are
he
Just
might be Indy.
Oh, he's
I
like a
bet
big
he's from Indy.
NASCAR fan. He's Justin Haley and Corey LaJoy. Well, 31-7. Who sees 317 and says 31-7?
I mean,
Wherever.
there is definitely 2 ways to say it.
317. all day.
317 or 317, but you said 31.
It's late. We're tired. We're out of here. I'm at Vanilla Gorilla. You're at the Tone Gordon now.
Yeah,
Been
I'm
paying
official.
attention to your Twitter.
Gordon.
At Trashman Ronnie. Follow him on Twitch, you bastards. At JJ Flegel. At K Pasta Primo. At Tyler Allen. We're at the Anomalies Pod, powered by the Iron Archers Network. Thanks so much for rocking with us, everybody. We out of here. Peace. Let's fucking go.
I almost pushed a button.
I'd fuck in a mineral spring.
Is he?
Oh god, I'm so
Wow, Brian. Fuck off.
Don't invite me to your career day.
Why can't we start a cult?
Yeah, you ate the shrimp and had Jack Daniels and
Yeah.
you got fucked up.
Yeah. I remember he's so good, Tyler.